In this video, I'm going to be giving you details on how you can talk to me regarding your $1,200 stimulus check. Hey everyone, this is Matt. Welcome back to another Blind to Billionaire video. Before we get into it, please hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. Thank you, I really appreciate that. But today is Friday, May 22nd, so let's get right into the video and the details. So I had this idea, actually last night I was laying in bed and I thought, oh, that's a great idea. I've actually done this before and I ran the idea by Corey and she said, yeah, I love it. Let's do this. So let me get into the actual idea and then we'll get into the details of it. Before I do, I'm just going to preface this by saying back in, I believe it was like mid-March, Corey and I, we hosted a 12-hour live stream on this channel. And during the live stream, we actually had phone calls. So we had an agenda for the day, like we had a written out agenda for the day. And throughout the day, different periods of time, I had different phone calls scheduled with other YouTubers, other people in the blind and visually impaired community, and it was just a really, really fun time connecting with everybody, and we loved it for 12 hours. For actually a few of those hours for sure, we had made all these calls. I think we called 26 people that day. But anyway, the idea I had last night regarding the stimulus check, and for all of you who have not received yours yet, here it is. We're sitting on May 22nd, Friday. So many people were supposed to receive these checks like literally a month ago, and they're still waiting. So I came up with this idea and I thought this might be helpful, and I'm looking actually for your feedback on this idea. And if it's positive, if everybody loves it, maybe we'll move forward with it. But let me get into the details anyway. Also, I just want to say I don't have notes. I'm actually blind, if you didn't catch that. So even if I had notes, I wouldn't be able to see them. But so I'm actually a little bit winging this video, so please give me a little bit of a break. But anyway, the details of this idea are, if you are someone who has already received your stimulus check, maybe we can talk to you. We can get some details on maybe a little bit about your situation, of course, also respecting your privacy. And maybe we can work through this situation to kind of give an idea and help other people who are still waiting possibly get an idea of when they might receive their check. So let me give you a couple examples. Let's say you're a person who receives SSI, you're single and no dependents, and you received your payment, I don't know, April 29th. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just making stuff up. Or let's say you're an SSI recipient, you're married, and you have 2 dependents. You received maybe your $2,400 for you and your spouse, but not your dependents. Maybe you're someone who receives Social Security. Maybe it's retirement, maybe it's disability, maybe it's survivors. Maybe you're one of those people, and you, again, maybe you're single and you have 1 dependent. Again, I'm just making up different situations. But basically the idea is I would love to connect with maybe 1, 2, or maybe 3 people from each category being like SSI and no dependents, not married, SSI, married, dependents, SSI, single, and 1 dependent. Maybe it's Social Security, retirement, and married, dependents are over the age 17. So I hope that makes sense. So basically what I'd want to do is connect with like one person, not one, but like 1 to 3 people from each group who has already received your stimulus payment, and maybe we can kind of work through your details a little bit, again, completely respecting your privacy, and maybe you can just explain from your situation. So let's say maybe you did nothing. Maybe you did absolutely nothing. Maybe you received Social Security benefits and you did absolutely nothing and you received your payment. Maybe you're a person who receives SSI, you filled out the non-filer tool a month ago and you received your payment. Maybe you're a person who receives SSI, you have dependents, you filled out the non-filer tool, you received your payment but not your dependents. I don't know. I'm just making up all these different situations. But basically, and then the whole idea is Corey and I will be hosting a live stream. I'm not sure when yet. I still want to get all your feedback on this idea and see if this would be something valuable to all of you, because the whole idea behind this channel is to continue providing as much value as we can to these communities through any means that we can. So providing value, offering our support, doing as much as we can to work with all of you. So the idea would be Corey and I would host a live stream, and during that live stream, I would call you. Like I would literally call you on my phone. Hello, is this John? Yeah, hey John, what's going on? I would call you on the phone and we would talk through your situation. And maybe you would talk through with as much information as you're willing to share for the world to hear. Again, only share what you're willing for the world to hear, and we can talk through your situation. So you would give the details. Maybe you say, or maybe you just make up a name. Maybe you say, my name's John, I'm single, I have no dependents, and I receive SSDI. And then we kind of walk through, what did you do? Well, I did nothing. Okay, great. And then I received my payment on blank date. Or maybe, like I keep saying this, but maybe you're like you're an SSI recipient, you're married, and you have 2 dependents, and you received your payment, I don't know when, but whatever a date. But you give your situation and just kind of explain. And maybe we can work through and somewhat reverse engineer a little bit of these situations to kind of maybe anticipate when some other people who have not received their payments may receive their payments. Again, there's no promises at all with any of this, but like I've been saying, maybe we can somewhat reverse engineer a little bit of these situations and think, okay, if this person's on SSI and they have a couple of dependents, they're married, and they did this, maybe we can anticipate when the next person who hasn't received their payment could possibly anticipate to see it. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just winging this video. It's an idea that I came up with. We did something very similar to this back in March when we had our 12-hour live stream connecting with everybody. But essentially here it is. We would be connecting with all of you who have already received your stimulus payment, and we'd work through all these different situations to see if we can kind of give these people who have not received their payments some hope and some idea of when their payments could be arriving, because as I've been saying in my last couple of videos, there is apparently this new phone number, or I don't know, 3,500 representatives with the IRS that you can call. But from all the comments I've been receiving, literally out of every, I don't know, 50 or 100 comments of people saying I called in and it was just an automated system, maybe out of those, let's say 100 comments, maybe 5 have actually talked to a representative, and that person was able to give them a date when they'll receive their payment. So although the number's out there and there's live agents to talk to, it sounds like it's not all that helpful. So again, I'm just coming up with ideas on how we can maybe work through these situations and work with you on how we can maybe, I don't know, get some ideas, get some clarity, provide value, provide support to all of you who have not received your payments yet. So let me get into a little bit more of the details and what I'm kind of looking for from all of you. First of all, if you like this idea, leave a comment down below and let me know, is this something you find would be valuable to host this live stream, connect with people live on the phone, talk to them live on the live stream, and kind of gather their situations, and we can kind of work through it. So let me give you the details on how we would do this. Again, I don't know exactly when we would host this live stream. Probably within the next week or so, we'd probably do this. But then again, basically what I would be looking for is for anyone, this is for only people who have received your payment. I'm only asking for you people to reach out to me because these are the people I want to connect with to help all the people who have not received their payment quite yet. So what I would be asking you to do, if you're willing to do this, I would want you to send me an email, and I'm going to give you my email address. It's different than what you think it is. I'm going to give you my email address, and basically what I'm going to ask you to do is send me an email. Briefly give me your description, like your situation. So in my situation, again, I'm just making this up. Let's say I send an email, my name's Matt, I receive SSDI, I'm married, no dependents, and I receive my payment on May 1st. Again, I just totally made that up. So that's what I would be asking for, and then leave your phone number in your email. What I'll do is I'll go through all the emails, and I will pick out basically first come, first serve, because I imagine with this video, I'm going to receive a pile of emails, a ton of emails. So I can't call everybody, but what I'll do is I'll basically just do like first come, first serve. The first people that email me with their situations and that fall into the criteria of everything that I'm looking for, I'll grab your information, I'll save it in my phone, and then provided we get enough like feedback from all of you saying, yes, I find this to be valuable, no, your idea sucks, take a hike. I don't know. But anyway, if we get enough feedback from people saying we like the idea, we'd love this type of live stream and maybe help us work through this situation, then we will announce that we'll do the live stream and we'll give a specific date and time. I'll probably do it on the community tab, basically just say like, here's when we're going to do this. And then during that live stream, I'll just start calling people. I'll probably put like a 5-minute limit on each phone call. And the reason for that is otherwise the live stream just gets to be way too long, because some people get to be long-winded, me included, as you can probably tell. But anyway, I just feel like for the respect of everybody, we should limit the phone calls to probably like 5 minutes, just so we can kind of work through the situations, ask a few questions, and then we'll move on to the next person. And I'll just keep calling and calling people until I connect with anywhere, like I said, anywhere between 1 and 3 people from each kind of category. Category being SSI, Social Security Retirement, Disability, Survivors, VA, Railroad. Who else is out there? I don't know. But anyway, and there's a variety of like subcategories within each of those categories, like I explained a couple times already in this video. So let me know what you think of this idea. I feel like I'm just rambling, but I'm kind of excited about this idea because it was so much fun connecting with everybody during that 12-hour live stream that we hosted about 2 months ago or so. So let me know if you find this to be valuable in some way. The whole idea is just to connect with all of you. Hopefully we can get some insight from these people who have already received their payment, and maybe give some hope and some direction to all of you who have not received your payment. Let me know if you like this idea. Okay, but here's what I'm going to ask for. If you want to participate in this, I'm going to ask you to send me an email, okay? My email box is just going to be full. But anyway, okay, my email address that I'm going to ask you to send this to is blindintro@gmail.com. So blind, B-L-I-N-D, blind because I'm blind, blindintro, I-N-T-R-O, @gmail.com. I want you to send your little email there, just explaining briefly your situation, your name, your phone number. And again, not sure if we're going to do this quite yet, but I will absolutely respect your privacy. And the only time I will contact you is maybe I'll follow up with another email. Otherwise, in most situations, I'm probably not even going to follow up, just to give you a heads up. Basically, all I'll do is I'll save your information. I'll take a couple notes about you and your situation, and I'll save your number in my phone, or I'll write it down, or I'll have your number saved somewhere in the event we do this, and then we'll announce the live stream at some point if everybody loves this idea. And then on the day of the live stream, Corey and I will be sitting there. Corey will be watching the chat. I'll have my phone in my hand, and I'll just one person to the next just call, hey John, it's Matt from YouTube. What's your situation? Oh, hey, I'm single, I receive SSDI, and I have one dependent. Cool. When did you get your payment? Oh, I received it back on April 29th. Cool. What did you do to get it? Oh, I filled out the non-filer tool, and I claimed my dependent child. Awesome. Did you get your payment for your dependent child? No, I didn't. Okay. And maybe we'll just talk through these situations and then go on to the next person. And hopefully these conversations will help you out in some way. Okay, I think that's about all the details I have. So leave me a comment down below if you like this idea. I think it's pretty cool. There's a ton of other YouTubers out there making these stimulus type videos, but I've never seen anybody actually call their audience and connect with them. I'm not ragging on those guys. I think they're amazing and they're doing a ton of great work for everybody here. But I'm just saying I'm excited to be kind of the pioneer to go out there and connect with the people on YouTube and just say, not only do I appreciate your support, but here I am once again. Like I've been saying in my videos lately, I have your back. I'm doing everything I can to help you receive this payment and work with you to receive this payment. So anyway, have an awesome Friday, everybody. Have a great weekend. I'll probably see you again sometime soon. I look forward to your comments, and I'll be watching my inbox.